Hey, welcome back.
Yes, we're done our little shopping trip and going around the friggin' stupid-ass casino that's basically the same it has been since we were in Johto. I didn't realize they had a friggin' chain of these. God, I didn't realize they had a chain brand of casinos in this country. God damn it. I thought it was only food restaurants they had that. They also have this restaurant where people are eating all the time. You can never do anything in.
Yep.
Like, oh, we got this eating contest going on right now. It never ends. They're always doing it here. I feel like there's no point to this place at all.
Yeah.
Man, you guys stuff your fat fucking faces. You guys enjoy yourselves.
Why can't we enter the eating contest?
Yep. I would like to go to all-you-can-eat place again. I haven't been to one in a long time.
I know there's a Chinese buffet that's like not even like 5 minutes from where I live now. So.
Huh, that's nice. And there was a leftovers in the trash can. Who would throw away something so valuable?
Yeah.
That makes this item feel a lot more gross.
Oh yeah, that Chinese buffet, like, it's actually really good pricing too, considering how much food you can get with that buffet. It's like, I think it's like $15 for like dinner time, and then like lunch hours, it's like, I think it's like 12.
You can only be there for like an hour or whatever, or?
No, you can be there as long as you want.
Oh damn!
Hey, as long as you're still eating, they can't say shit.
Yeah, it's true. I always see jokes in media like the one time Homer did like an all-you-can-eat thing at a fish place. He was eating all day and eventually they fucking kicked him out. Because he literally ate through their entire food supply. And Marge's just embarrassed. He's like, oh, oh, oh. He's trying to eat everything he dragged out.
Yeah, that's a common joke in a lot of comedies like that have like a one-off like you can eat buffet joke. Usually it's with in most cases, it's usually like with the fat character.
Yeah.
Haha, fat character loves food.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are some businesses probably get to a point they get pissed with certain customers that actually end up eating so much fucking food.
I'm sure it happens. I wouldn't doubt it.
I have to wonder how many of those restaurants end up actually going through food at a loss.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's what the business is there for. Those who take advantage of it if you can. If you're really fucking hungry, go to town.
Yeah, exactly.
Why I feel like that's something a lot of poor people would try to do. Or a lot of people that don't have good income.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially if it's like the only meal you've had for like the entire day. And you wait specifically until...
It would be great.
Well, you're definitely going to get your money. Yeah, I mean, because especially in a lot of places like that, by like the second or third plate, your money's worth.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, I'm sure those places have their own workarounds for making the food cheap.
Yeah, because the highest I've ever seen in terms of real pricing, I'll get to that in a minute, is usually something like Golden Corral, which is like 20-something bucks now. But even still, given all the stuff that they offer, like I said, by third plate, you've gotten your money's worth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Golden Corral. Wasn't there like a big like family brawl at one of those like a year or two ago?
Oh, that actually happened, weirdly enough, I think a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. That just passed.
I was saying, I thought that was something like
the one it was. Yeah, because that's the one in Salem.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You were the one who told me about that. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
God.
I was there when that happened. I actually thought of going there for that day, but then plans fell through. I'm so glad it fell through. Because, goddamn, what are we calling that shit? Storm.
Yep. That's why I only get food at fast food restaurants or go out with family to a freaking... Not... I usually don't try to avoid the places like Golden Corral and Olive Garden and all that.
Yeah.
And again, it's been years since I've actually gone out for dinner.
Yeah, I would say more than likely, unless it's for a very special occasion, I usually try to avoid, like name brand restaurants. So I'm talking, like, things like Applebee's, Outback Steakhouse, or unless I have a gift card to there anyway. So, like, that's the only other reason I would ever go. Because it's like,
right.
Hey, I have gift cards.
Right.
So, usually if I can, I try to avoid places like that. So, like, something like Applebee's, Golden Corral, friggin' Outback Steakhouse, like anything that's a recognizable name to like the general like of the world, I usually try to avoid in terms of like sit-down restaurants.
That's fair enough. Oh wow! Finally, somebody has a fucking jump bluff. God damn! About fucking time.
Yep.
We haven't seen that at all.
I think it's and definitely well, I mean, because one of the reasons obviously because it's gotten too expensive now because of the last few years because of inflation and all that shit.
Right.
The other reason also is just because it's like, well, just getting into them to begin with is a pain in the ass, especially on like a weekend night when you really want to go out to these places.
That figures, yep. It's first
it's like
come,
you gotta call ahead, like, yeah, you gotta call to make a reservation for some. Places don't even have a reservation thing anymore. Like, they don't do a reservation, they do, like, call ahead, is what they call it, which is basically the same fucking thing.
Basically, let us know when you're coming in here.
Yeah, I'm even guaranteed getting a table at the time. Even then, some people that, like, literally walked in, like, even a little bit after you, like, don't, because I've had that happen before, where someone that came in after us, one time when me and my girlfriend went out to Outback Steakhouse when we did a call ahead,
right?
They served them, they got them a table right away. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, it can be really fucking weird.
But it was like, literally, yeah. But yeah, but yeah, I will say that little incident that happened at that Golden Corral in Bentown really solidified as one of the reasons. Yeah, I'm not going to one of these recognizable name places unless either I have a gift card or it's for a very specific special event.
Right.
Otherwise, nope.
Yeah, probably better off. Yeah, I just know my mom's been going out to restaurants a lot lately because of her family stuff and all that's happened. Needed to talk with family a lot, but I haven't gone out to eat in so long. Not like that, anyway. Oh my god, we finally have another gym leader!
Yeah.
She's high as fuck! It's Erika!
God.
Which, by the way, I forgot to mention, you know all the gym leaders we've had up to this point, I was about to say they've only had Gen 1 Pokemon. I forgot Sabrina actually just proved that, because she had a fucking Espeon.
Yep. As our leading Pokemon, mind you.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. I was like, most of the gym leaders tend to have only Gen 1 Pokemon in Kanto, though. Although Erika's another exception, because she has fucking Jump Bluff. I was gonna say, it's really weird it took so long for Jump Bluff to show up. It evolves into this little 27 fucking Skiploom. Nope. This gym's the first time you run into this fucking thing from another trainer. It's actually a pretty decent grass type, but because it's also flying, it's got a quad weakness to ice, so get fucked.
Yep.
I also say this is probably one of the easier gym leaders in Kanto as well, because the levels for Pokemon are surprisingly low.
Yeah, and also, with it being a grass type, like, you at least at this point had something that can take care of grass at this point, whether it be a fire type, a water type with an ice move, or, like, a poison typing of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or no, a type of some kind. Like, you have methods to take care of it at this point. So, realistically, it's very difficult for you to lose.
Yeah, although that Victory Belt level 46 is pretty decent. And it's Sunny Day, so I have a feeling I know what move it has.
Yep. And
Why
unfortunately,
doesn't
it ain't gonna use it.
Yeah, say, I'm glad it doesn't have an ability like chlorophyll. Ah, fuck!
Yep. Well, then
That's-
again, abilities aren't going to be until next generation.
Yeah, say, that is like one of the only uses if I would want to have Sunny Day on my Pokemon on the team. I wanted to have Solar Beam, but I also want to have Chlorophyll. That'd be the only reason I want an actual Sunny Day move on my team at all. If I wanted a strategy like that.
Yeah.
Then again, I
Well,
probably
then
have
again,
a Pokemon
like,
that has Drought.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because I know Generation 5, Rain Dance teams were, like, all the rage in a lot of, like, competitive teams.
Probably more for the powered-up water moves as well as Thunder.
Yeah. Basically. And with certain Pokemon, because of certain abilities that are really good in, like, rainstorms. And because
Swim,
Drizzle
Rain
still,
Dish.
and because of things like Rain Dance, or not in the Rain Dance, abilities like Drizzle, Drought, Sandstream, and all that, and like because we were like, oh, they're there for pretty much forever until something changes in the weather. Like it still worked off of that coding originally before it got treated like a free version of the move equivalent.
Right. That's a pretty useful
That's why
ability.
Yeah, that's why like Rain Dance teams were like a lot in like the Gen 5 competitive scene.
Right.
Because of just useful that was.
Yeah. By the way, Erika's
Well,
also
there
one
was,
of
like,
the only... Erika's one of the only gym leaders in Canada who actually gives you a TM for some reason.
Well, then.
Giga Drain,
Yeah.
still weak as fuck.
Yep. Gotta wait till Gen 5 for it to get buff.
Yep. Right now it has frickin' 5 PP at 60 damage.
It'll get more PP in Gen 4, but it won't get its power boost until Gen 5.
Yeah, Gen 5 Giga Drain starts being like 80 power, I think.
75.
Absorbs like 40, I think Mega Drain's 60. Once they get their power boost.
Yeah.
Because good lord.
Alright. Alright, before I get fully sidetracked, let me finish this list because there's only one entry left.
Yeah, may as well finish off that Power Ranger things that don't make sense list just to get that out of the way, finally.
Yeah.
Back to the game corner.
Yeah, after so long. Perfect timing. So the last one was number 1. Only one team fights at a time. Yes, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, you rarely have villains like double team.
No, I was talking about the Rangers only having one team fight at a time.
Oh, right. That's true. They never have, like... I always wonder about that, like, how many of the teams, like... Are any of, like, individuals from former teams responsible for forming the new teams, and then they just aren't there anymore? For the most part?
The only one that might fit that description would be Tommy for the Dino Thunder team.
Right. Yeah, let's say, I imagine, like, some of the individuals on the former teams would have to do something for the newer team to be formed at some point. Even if they're not, like, directly involved in it.
Yeah, well, I will agree with this one, but the obvious explanation, well, in terms of the technical side of things, it's like, yeah, blame the Sentai footage for at least half, and what was usable, for the American audience. Because in some cases, for some of these teams that actually have teamed up with other teams in their respective season, were not usable because they used, for some of the people they teamed up with, were from Sentai teams that existed pre-Jew Ranger, which is the Sentai used for Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I knew there were, like, the crossovers they have. I guess that's a little different.
Well, yeah, the team-up episodes, yeah, but it's like, for certain seasons, they couldn't use the footage that had the team-ups because, again, they were either from series that were never adapted, such as, like, certain Metal Hero series, or, or like certain Combiner series is like, or whatever. Or in the case of, like I said, for Power Rangers specifically, certain Super Sentais that were never adapted into Power Rangers.
Ah.
Such as anything that was pre-Jew Ranger, the Die Rangers, technically, but either way, it's just the whole. So for that, to actually go into this entry. So like I said, in terms of like the actual explanation, blame the Sentai footage and what was usable at the time.
Okay.
Or most of that as to why that happened. So most shows in the franchise have generations of Power Rangers teams to show for themselves, adding to the legacy of their agency and in the show. In some shows, some teams work in tandem. However, when multiple villains attack multiple locations, the same team is split to cover the two locations. When the enemy is too strong to defeat after 2 or 3 fights, the original team of Rangers is expected to level up and deal with the threat instead of receiving help from others. But everyone loves a good crossover episode.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, starting with Lost Galaxy and there's a lot of times in terms of like teams that yeah, because it's starting with Lost Galaxy where past teams have like the previous season team has come in to like help for like a crossover episode, with like a couple of exceptions, all the way up to I think the last time it was ever done was the last time it was done. It was SPD. In terms of like the previous team helping out the current team, type of crossover episode. Because obviously the anniversary specials, they had previous Rangers come back, such as Super Force with the Legends.
Oh god. Oh wow, I didn't realize the Wikipedia page for Power Rangers has like a list of like all the series in order too.
Yep.
Including one I've never heard of, Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers.
Oh, so that one... Okay, so technically that was the mini-series, quote-unquote, because it was only 10 episodes. Which, I still count that as part of Season 3 of Mighty Morphin, because all it is that it's just, hey, we have an excuse to use the Kaku Ranger footage. More so in suit. Instead of just the Zords.
Oh, so this had a few extra episodes thrown in for that. Huh.
Yep.
But yep, I see all the others mentioned there. We got Mighty Morphin for 3 seasons, then Zeo, then Turbo, In Space, Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, Time Force, Wild Force, Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder.
Yeah, they really like using more Force a lot.
They got Wild Force, yep, Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, SPD, Mystic Force, Operation Overdrive, Jungle Fury, RPM, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reversion. What?
Oh, okay, to explain that one. So this was right after RPM was done, and basically when we thought Power Rangers was canceled for good. Was the 3rd time.
Right.
Because Disney obviously didn't really want to do many of the seasons. In fact, originally apparently Jungle Fury was supposed to be the last season of the Disney era, but somehow they convinced them to do one more with RPM. And again, it was like an in-space situation where they were like, screw it, let's do whatever we want.
Reversion.
Last season, let's go.
What reversion? Did they like kind of like redo the first 3 seasons and like combine them or something?
No. So, I have to finish this part because it's like it leads into that. So once RPM Yeah, once RPO was done, Disney was not doing any more original seasons, so they decided what they were going to do. Their original plan was, re-airing older seasons in Syndicate, which is what they did. And on top of that, they decided they were going to revision or remaster the very first season of Mighty Morphin with Dreamcast-esque effects that were not necessary.
Oh dear. Yeah, it was
and
weird.
it only lasted, I think, like 30 episodes.
It says 32.
30 or 40 episodes of...
32.
Yeah, like 32 episodes of the season that were from the first season.
I see.
Yep. Because then after that is when Saban got the rights back from Disney.
We got Samurai and Super Samurai. Then
yeah, which I count that as one.
Then Mega Force and Super Mega Force.
Yeah, which I technically count Super Samurai as part of Samurai season, because, well, originally it was not meant to be 2 seasons.
Right. Some of this just gets lazy, like 4 series in a row. It's like, okay, we have this series. Now it's Super this series. Fucking... Wow.
Yeah, that's the here.
Samurai to Super Samurai, Mega Force, Super Mega Force, Dino Charge to Dino Super Charge, and Ninja Steel to Super Ninja Steel. What the fuck?
Yep. Yep.
And then Hasbro got him.
Yep.
That's what got us Beast Morphers and finally Dino Fury.
Yep. Also with 2 seasons.
Yep.
And then we got Fury on the way, which is basically Dino Fury Season 3.
Oh, gonna do 3rd Dino Fury season. Then again, the dinosaur ones have always been big ones.
Yeah, which... I mean, technically, yes and no, because it's like, from what's been confirmed, that the Zord footage that's being used is from Q Ranger.
Ah.
Which is the astrology-based Sentai.
Okay.
Yep.
Man, they really have a lot. God damn. Doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. I keep reading Hasbro has them now.
Yep.
I guess that's better than Saban having them again?
Yes and no. Don't get me wrong. Oh, like, some of this, like, what Hasbro's done so far, at least in my opinion, if I were to compare it in terms of, like, I guess for baseball terminologies, it's like, Beast Morphers was a... Okay. Actually, no baseball terminology, because I don't think it would even make sense. The Beast Morphers was okay. Could have been better. But it was a good stepping stone for what Hasbro could do with that.
Okay.
Dino Fury was actually pretty enjoyable.
I thought I heard Dino Fury was actually looking pretty good.
Yep. And, well, we'll know the end results of it with Cosmic Fury, because it's like, well, we're not done with this team yet, so...
Right. At least they're better than a lot of the stuff in the Neo Saban era, from the sounds of it.
Yep. The only team that was actually good in the Neo Saban era was the Dino Charge team.
Gee, what a surprise! And that was the first one.
Third one.
Oh, 3rd one, excuse me.
Yeah, because Prime was the first one.
Okay.
Then Mega Force.
Yep, Mega Force and Super Mega Force, yep.
Yep.
Oh, man. Surprising how much there is to that series after so long. Oh, Safari Zone's closed! No! You monsters tore it down! Why can't I get in there? Damn it! I wanted to catch all the Pokemon. My heart's content.
Shut up!
And now they tell me Koga's not even here anymore, even though I knew that already. You motherfuckers, you ruined everything! Oh. But yep, no
Yep,
Safari Zone.
Yep, they got completely deforested.
Yep, they had to cut that out, so... Yeah, Iwata, I guess, had to cut that out so he could friggin' fit the rest of Kanto in this game.
Well, one of the things he had to cut out.
Yeah, that was one of the big ones. I don't know what the other one was, or if there is another big thing that was cut out. At least on the top of my mind.
Oh, kind of cut out. In fact, we've talked about it off screen before.
Because I know a lot of areas got downsized.
Yeah, I think cut out, sort of, because... Well, I guess it technically would be downsized, I guess.
A lot of the caves got downsized, some of the routes... Well, the routes are actually pretty similar to what they were.
One city got heavily affected from the change because of technical limitations. We'll get to that.
We'll be getting to that later.
Yeah, and there's actually, in story season...
This is one of the more interesting things that happened with Kanto over the past, Oh yeah, I forgot, this technically is... I don't think we ever mentioned it, like, the whole, Generation 2 kind of coincidentally lining up with how it happened in real life. Yeah, 2 years, or 3 years, whatever, yeah, one of those two.
3 years, yeah?
Yep.
3 years.
I keep forgetting this whole fact was like a Pokemon timeline, if you really think about it. And it's not as simplified as you'd think.
Yeah.
Like, I know it gets weird because some people consider Gen 6 happening before Gen 3. Then it just gets really strange.
Yeah, well, I know apparently people, because of the... Originally, I remember seeing people say Gen 3 happened around the same time as Gen 1 because of the remakes, and Gen 4, same thing, happening around the same time as Gen 2 because of the remakes.
Right.
It also does help that, at least in Platinum, I can't if it happens also in original Pearl and Diamond since it's been so long since I played those games. But I know in Platinum, Jasmine appears in one of the cities in Platinum.
Yeah, I think she's there in all of them. She shows up to give you a waterfall after you beat the 8th gym.
Yeah. So there's at least credence there to kind of, okay, yeah, I guess Gen 2 and 4 happen around the same time. So I can at least see this if there's actual in-game possible link to it. Versus like Gen 3 where there's no indication of that. People just link them together, feel like roughly around the same time, because like, oh, well, the Gen 1 remakes uses the Gen 3 mechanics, so it's like a very arbitrary reason, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, at least according to this timeline I see, basically says, Legend of Arceus, of course, happened first.
Well, yeah, because it's, I know how many years from the past.
Then Gen 1 and apparently Gen 3 happened around the same time.
Yep.
And then Gen 2 and 4 happened around the same time.
Yep, and what was it, Gen 5 was like good bit distance off from that.
Then it's Gen 5. Okay, Gen 6 is seen as after that. Then it's basically in order Gens 5 through 9. But yep, the remakes kind of throw frickin' Gens 1 and 2 the same timeline as 3 and 4, respectively. Which is really fucking weird to think about.
Yeah, and then again, the Gen 3 remakes, technically, I guess technically has its own time universe, technically, because of... There was like a one-off comment made by one of the lab assistants saying like, oh, well, what if it hits another Hoenn? And to further solidify this, if you transfer your Pokemon from the Gen 3 games all the way up to that remake, there's a special certificate message ribbon thing that the Pokemon gets.
Damn. Oh yeah, you did tell me about that. It's fun for the people actually dedicated keeping their Pokemon throughout all those generations.
Yeah. Only from Gen 3 onwards, because...
That's what
like, oh yeah, Generations 1 and 2... Yeah, like Generations 1 and 2, like, yeah, no.
You could trade them between each other with a time machine, but that's all you got. They can't go anywhere else.
Yep. Yeah. Until the Virtual Console versions, anyway, came along with the Pokebank, and oh wait.
Oh, you don't have it downloaded anymore. Sucks to be you. But at least it's free if you do
Yep.
still have it, so... Well, they more want you to keep it there, so they'll give you the opportunity to take it all to Pokemon Home if you want to do that.
Yeah.
I have Pokemon Home, but I haven't used it, and I'm not really trying to pay a subscription fee to keep all my Pokemon. Honestly, I'm fine with just leaving them in the games. I don't care that much about my collection. Not after what happened when I lost my original copy of White 2. That was the end of it for me. I had all the Pokemon in there, and then I lost my copy of that game. I was done after that. I was like, I'll keep what I can get in each of these games, and that's fine by me.
And honestly,
now because of Dexit, it doesn't matter at all anymore.
Yeah, generations, yeah, that don't mean shit anymore.
Thanks, Dexit, for ruining everything. All right, well, either way, we finally got another gym taken care of. We got all the way to Fuchsia City, because I just fucking busted my ass all the way down the fucking Bikers Road, which is still there. But I think they downsized that a little bit, too. At least made it simpler to get around.
Yep.
But yep, there's still plenty of exploration to do. We got plenty more gyms to conquer, because I think we've only conquered half of them now. So that leaves another 4. And you'll know we're going to be heading for the rest once we get to Diglett Cave. But before that, a lot more trainer battles. So come back next time. We're going to explore even more of the wonderful Kanto region and a lot of the leftover trainers along the way.
Yep. See you guys then.